Hey guys, Paul Myers here with Myers House Buyers, and excited to walk you through this new home we just put under contract. I've never been in it. So let's go on in and take a look at this, and we'll walk around the outside first, and I'll tell you a little bit about the seller's situation and the value we're adding to their life and why they chose us. So let's do it. Follow me this way. So this seller came to us because they had tenants in the property, and the tenants were not bad tenants. They weren't professional tenants. They weren't taking advantage of the landlord in any way, but the tenants just moved out. And then a lot of times landlords then are left with a vacant home that needs certainly a lot of cosmetic things like paint, maybe new flooring, and that cost to turn a property over can range from, at minimum, just a couple $1,000s to $10,000 to $20,000 very easily. So that's what this landlord was faced with. And then the landlord has a decision: do I want to do all that work and turn it back into a rental, or do I just want to sell it? And generally, if they want to sell it, they'd like to be able to sell it as is. So they're going to look at some of this stuff. It looks like the tenants had some things back here that they just kind of left, which is also kind of annoying. Sometimes tenants just leave a bunch of stuff at a property and move on to their next season of life. And, and then this is what you're left with. So there you can see we got an electrical issue over there. That's definitely not to code. Like you can see there's like just logs, burnt logs on the ground here sitting in the grass, just ash. So yeah, anyway. So that requires, obviously, you got to find somebody to trash out these things or do it yourself. And then sometimes, depending on how much stuff and how big it is, you might need a dumpster. And then this is typical, like you just got a bunch of like blackberry vines growing on the power meter and some lattice work here, a trellis. So all this just has to be cleaned up. And sometimes tenants just don't take care of the landscaping, even though they might be required to in a lease. We'll see what kind of stuff we got in here. So we always kind of use the same lockbox, which I accidentally locked up here. So here we go. Let's see what we got. All right, it looks like they've gotten a fair amount of stuff out here. So we got a foyer and a living room here. Look how dusty the fan-light combo kit is. Might have been a smoker. It doesn't smell like smoke here, but that can be indicative of just seeing like a hazy film, like an ashy film on stuff if they're smoking. So this, I thought there was going to be water on the floor here, but there isn't. So here's a little laundry room with what looks like a brand new hot water heater. So no washer and dryers, and just a bunch of dirt and trash on the ground. And then the fridge. Now, I learned a long time ago, don't open the fridges because the odor that comes out will be like a punch in the face. So I'm not going to open the fridge here. But so here's kitchen, a little bit dirty. Again, just more things to be thrown away. And let's head on to the back through the hallway to the bedrooms, and we'll take a look at those. All right, so this may be the master here. We got a big rug. We got a one closet there, and then a full bath here in the corner. So, oh man, that's a lovely bathroom. Just a lot of dirt. Look at this shower, just a lot of film and dirt, cockroach, just grimy stuff. But hey, that's what we love. The more we can, again, help, the more distress that a property has been under, the more value that we can add. So we don't look at that as like as a bad thing. We see it as an opportunity, and that's how we've always done. So, all right, let's keep moving this way. And again, looking back at the ceiling, there's so much. I don't smell smoke, but just the amount of dirt and dust hanging from the ceiling there is going to probably require that ceiling to be knocked down with the popcorn ceiling removed. So, all right, let's head into some of the other bedrooms. So we got bedroom number 2 here. Looks like about a 10-foot by 12-foot bedroom, standard closet, fan-light combo kit. There's the usual stuff here. And we'll head in 2-bedroom number 3. This is the final bedroom. So this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Again, all this carpet you can tell is just so badly stained. We'll replace this. And then again, you can see right here, painting on the doors. And again, tenants will do this to property sometimes, and then they don't fix it before they leave. They lose their deposit, but the deposit might only be 1 month's rent. Maybe that's $1,200. And that just doesn't get anywhere near the cost. I mean, if this home is 1,500 square feet, we would pay maybe $3 a square foot with including materials to paint it. So that's $3,600 just to paint the property. So closet there. And then over here, we have the last bathroom, which, oh my gosh, something just jumped in that. I don't know what it was, but I'm glad you're filming because there's so many porter. Oh my gosh, I hope it's upstairs. Oh, it's a frog.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my gosh. Y'all see that frog right there? There's a green frog hanging out by the toilet, and he jumped. I just saw something move out of the corner of my eye. It scared the crap out of me. That is coming to a property you've never been in before. So, wow, lots of fun stuff. So come on in here. You can take a peek at this flooring. All this final flooring's got to go. And you could just see how this tub and shower insert has got a bunch of staining on it, a nasty cockroach on that little, what do you call that? Scrubber, body scrubbing thing. Loofah, that's right. I was saying falafel. That is a loofah with a cockroach on it. Beautiful. And then we've got our little frog still jumping around here, scaring the crap out of me. All right, so there's always a good scare in every property. So ultimately, just to give you a brief overview of what we did for this owner, a lot of times with landlords when they're selling, the tenant is moving out, and what we try and do, what we find most landlords want, is they want a closing date the day after their tenants move out, so that if they have a mortgage or they're not getting rent anymore, they immediately get to get cash for the property. So generally speaking, from a timeline perspective, we try and close on properties like these. We find that landlords, when they want to pick their own timeline, which is what we give them, they pick the day after their tenants move out, and then we come in from there. So hope you enjoyed this tour. Stay tuned for the next one, and we look forward to talking to you then. Talk soon. Bye.